Hello. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today, taking this time for yourself. It's just going to be a very gentle yoga practice today. We'll stay down on the mat the whole time. If you have any props, any blocks, straps, blankets, anything that you would like to use today, feel free to have those nearby. Lots of different options for everybody. Working on some deep stretches, so we'll be holding each of the postures for an extended period of time. Anytime it's a little bit too much for your body, feel free to back off a little bit. Feel free to modify however you know how, whatever feels good for you. So today we're going to start seated. So you can just come into a nice comfortable position, cross-legged, legs out in front of you, whatever you'd like. Even sit on a pillow if you want. And you can take hands to the tops of the knees. You can bring hands to heart center, whatever feels good. Just take a moment, close the eyes, roll the shoulders onto the back. Take a nice deep inhale, feel the chest and the shoulders rise. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Feel the shoulders sink down your back. With the eyes closed, start to become aware of how your body's feeling today. From the head to the toes. UnThai'd. I feel gratitude. Sanskrit for thank you. When I find gratitude, grace finds me. When I look for my blessings, I invite a light to illuminate every experience in my journey. I open the path for grace to flow. I make room in the middle of everything for gratitude. As always, I invite you to pull in your intention for the practice, whatever that may be for you today. Healing for yourself or for somebody else. Time to just be present on your mat. And find your own intention, your own mantra. Or if you'd like, to invoke that mantra, UnThai'd, feeling of gratitude for yourself, for this moment, for all of the blessings in your life. I invite you to do that as well. Take a moment here to come into the breath. Just notice the natural breath of the body, the chest rising and falling. And start to inhale for 4. Take a small pause at the top. And exhale for 4. Again, inhale for 4. Pause. And exhale for 4. One more here. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. As you exhale, go ahead and bring the chin into the chest, around through the cervical spine. You can let the right ear fall to the right shoulder, creating space on the left side of the neck. If you want to take it deeper, you can drop that left hand away from the body, walk the fingertips out to the side. Keep the left shoulder relaxed, spine is nice and tall. And bring the chin into the chest. On the next exhale, hand comes back to the lap. And left ear, left shoulder. Maybe drop the right hand away. eyes are open or closed. Just give yourself some time to focus on the breath, quieting the mind and the body. Holding on to that mantra or your intention today. Anytime the mind starts to wander, just becoming aware of it, coming right back to that center, using your mantra as your anchor. Bring the right hand back to the lap, chin comes into the chest again. Maybe take it a little deeper, hands behind the head, round through the spine. Start to pull the elbows down towards the knees. And inhale, go ahead and rise all the way up. Hands stay behind the back of the head. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Might feel some tightness here in the shoulders. If that's a little bit too much, you can always drop the hands down, taking one hand to the leg, one hand behind you. Opening the ribs wide, deep breaths. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift the chest, lean back slightly. Exhale, twist to the other side. On the next inhale, come forward and relax the hands. Go ahead and bring the fingertips in front of you. And just start to walk forward into a fold. You can let the head hang heavy here. You can rest it on a block if you'd like, or you can stack fists on top of each other. Whatever your body needs. Start to bring awareness to the hip. Notice if one feels tighter than the other. On an inhale, start to walk the hands back up. Exhale here. And however you're sitting, whichever leg is on top or in front, go ahead and just switch legs. And inhale, roll the shoulders onto the back. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. And as you exhale this time, twist to the right. This time with the hands on the legs. Take a deeper twist. Taking the gaze over the back shoulder, again sitting up nice and tall, squeezing the muscles in the belly. Working that chin over the back shoulder. On an inhale, come forward. Exhale here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Twist the ribs open. Dropping the shoulders away from the body. And on an inhale, come forward again. Exhale here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Come into a forward fold again. Walk those hands out in front of you. Relax the head. This time, bring awareness to the other hip, noticing if you feel a difference there. Tighter, looser. There's no right or wrong answer here. Just becoming aware of the body. On the next inhale, look forward. Reach the fingertips far. Relax the shoulders. Feel the arms lengthen. And then bend through the elbows. Come onto the forearms. Try this transition here, coming onto all fours. Finding your way into a tabletop position. Just getting here however you'd like. Tuck the toes underneath of you. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Belly button squeezed into the spine, nice straight back. Chin tucked into the chest. We'll start to take some circles here on the wrists and the hips, just moving in both directions, nice and slow. Letting the weight sink back onto the heels, feeling a stretch along the bottoms of the feet. If you want to take it deeper through the wrists and the forearms, you can walk the fingertips to the side or back towards the knees. Whenever you're ready, come all the way back to center. Walk the hands out just a little bit farther in front of the shoulders. Toes still tucked under you. On an inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips for downward dog. Nice and gentle here, just opening the hamstrings. You can pedal out the feet, working the heels down towards the mat. Pressing the fingertips into the ground. Chest back towards the thighs, chin into the chest. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, drop to the knees. Pull forward and lower all the way down onto your belly. Legs extended behind you. Palms right under the shoulders. Elbows tucked into the ribs. Take an inhale, lift the chest. You can come all the way up to straight arms if it's okay on the low back. If not, just stay here in this Sphinx pose. Whatever your body needs right now. Maybe take the gaze up towards the ceiling, opening the throat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. And go ahead and grab for the heels. You can stay here, just pulling the heels into the hips without the hands. Or you can wrap the hands around for the tops of the feet. Or you can always take a strap, a towel, a tie, whatever you have, to pull those heels in a little closer. Keeping the chest on the mat. Pull the heels into the hips. Squeeze the glutes together. Feel the front of the hips pressing down through the mat. And just let the head rest wherever's comfortable. And relax the glutes. And again, squeeze the glutes together. Take that stretch just a little deeper through the front of the body. And relax. One more time. If you want to take it deeper here, you can even press the feet into the hands. Start to lift the chest. Keeping the gaze down towards the ground. Neutral spine. Wherever you're at, you can slowly start to release the feet. Bring the hands back onto the mat under the shoulders. And again, take an inhale, lift the chest, maybe straighten the arms here if you'd like. Bring awareness to the low back again. Notice if it feels any different here. Maybe a little more open, a little warmer. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and come all the way down onto the chest. Extend the left arm out to the side. Pressing down through the right palm. You're going to roll the body weight onto the left side, stacking on top of yourself. Head can rest on the mat or on a block. That's a little bit too much on the shoulder. You can bend and bring the arm forward, straight overhead. Feeling the muscles through the chest, opening and waking up. And if you still want to take it deeper, take an inhale here. And as you exhale, draw that top knee in towards the chest. Open the knee up towards the ceiling and press that foot back behind you. Again, you can squeeze through the glutes here, pressing into that hip flexor. Feeling any tightness in the psoas muscle. Take one more inhale. Exhale. You can close that knee. Roll all the way onto the belly. Draw the left hand in again. Take a moment here. Feel the blood rushing back through the body, into the arm, down through the fingertips. And inhale, lift the chest. Straighten the arms here if you'd like. Come all the way down. On an inhale, go ahead and extend the right arm out. Palm presses into the ground. And stack the body weight onto the right side. Decide where you want to take this right now. If you want to draw that top knee in, open the hip. Press that foot behind you. Continue to come back to the breath. Anytime you feel like you need to hold a pose a little longer, you're welcome to pause. And just catch up whenever you're ready. Take just a few more breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Come back to the belly. Right hand comes back under the shoulder. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin. Come on to the knees. Tuck the toes. And find downward dog. Straighten the legs, lift the hips. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop to the knees again. Pull forward. And step the right foot to the center of the mat, coming up to the top, coming into a deep low lunge here. And keep the fingertips on the mat, on blocks. Maybe palms are all the way on the mat. Walk the toes out a little farther in front of the leg. And then press that knee forward, reaching the knee over the ankle, lengthening through the back leg. Pressing that hip down through the mat, opening the psoas muscle. Then on an inhale, you can straighten the front leg. Let the hips start to sink backwards, coming into a half split. You have two options here. You can keep the toes pressed into the mat, feel a stretch maybe along the shin here. Or if you want to lift the toes, sink back a little deeper, you can sink a little farther into that hamstring. Whenever you're ready, you can bring the chin into the chest, just starting to bow over that straight leg. And inhale, press forward, lunge. You can start to walk that foot to the opposite side of the mat. Lay the knee down, working to keep the shin parallel with the front edge of the mat. Hands come in front of the leg. Back leg. Maybe you take that knee just a little bit farther back. There's some options here. Stay on the hands if you'd like. Feeling a deep stretch through the back of the hip, the glutes. If you want, you can drop down to the forearms. If the hips are open enough, you can lay all the way down. Just working to keep those hips square with the top corners of the mat. Sinking into the breath, feeling that tightness melting away from the body. Take one more inhale here. Exhale. And come onto the hands. Press the palms down through the mat. Slide that right knee behind you. Take some shifts back and forth. And come all the way back to center. On the next inhale, bring the left foot forward. Walking the toes towards the top of the mat. Press the knee forward towards the ankle. Maybe let the eyes fall closed here, consciously bringing awareness into that right hip. See the psoas muscles connecting the body. See them relaxing, sinking deeper. Feeling that release. On the next inhale, you can straighten the front leg. Take whichever option here you'd like. Toes down, toes lifted. Lift the chest, lengthen through the spine, fold over the leg. Be mindful of the hamstring here, maybe small bend in the knee. On the next inhale, press forward, lunge. Whenever you're ready, you can walk the foot to the opposite side of the mat. Lower the knee down gently. You can always press a blanket here under the knee. Use a block, whatever you'd like. Hands coming in front. Squaring the hips up. Whenever you're ready, you can just sink down into it and stay there as long as you'd like. The mind starts to wander, just coming back to your mantra. Connecting the words to the breath. Letting them fill the body with the inhale. All all the way to the bottoms of the feet. Exhaling through the tops of the toes. Take a few more breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come up onto the hands. This time sink all the way down onto that left hip. You can bring the right leg around. You can come all the way down onto your back. You can hug the knees into the chest and slowly sink down onto the spine. Hug the knees in nice and close. Take some rocks side to side. Take an inhale here. Extend the left leg all the way out. Right knee stays hugged into the chest. You can start to circle the right ankle. Nice and slowly. Moving in both directions. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, twist that right knee over to the left side of the body. Working the knee down towards the ground. If you'd like, you can use the block or a pillow here. I invite you to open your arms up like a T, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Try taking the chin over the right shoulder. Let the eyes fall closed here. See the breath filling the body. Inhaling through the nose, down the neck, washing through the spine, flooding across the hips, into the thighs and calves, all the way down to the bottoms of the feet. You can inhale. Exhale, come back to center, hug the right knee in. And go ahead and extend that right leg all the way out. Inhale. Exhale, hug the left knee in. Start to circle the ankle. Whenever you're ready, bring the foot all the way back to center. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Twist that knee off to the opposite side. And open the arms up. And sinking into that spinal twist. Pressing that left shoulder down towards the mat. one more inhale. Exhale, come back to center, hug the knee in. Go ahead and extend that leg all the way out. Take an inhale here. Go ahead and lift both legs up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, you can lift the hips slightly. Press those feet back behind you, coming into cloud pose. Lifting the sacrum, lengthening through the spine. Hands supporting the low back. And whenever you're ready, you can bend through the knees. Bring the spine all the way down. Hug the knees in one more time. And extend the legs all the way out. And start to prepare for your final rest of Shavasana. Taking any last movements here you'd like. Shake the feet out. Pull the shoulders together under the back. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly. Open the mouth and exhale. Releasing any expectations. Finding that piece of gratitude within you. And just resting.